Hello everyone, welcome to a new price update for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. Of course, don't forget to support the channel with a like and subscribe for more updates, and leave your comments and questions below. I would be glad to answer it. So what we are looking with Bitcoin on the 15-minute chart, we can see that we already have 5 waves towards the upside, and now we can consider this as a triangle, right? It's very clear: A, B, C, D, and possibly a wave E towards the downside, and possibly that we move towards the upside, or even, it can be even finished as A, B, C, D, E here, and that you possibly looking already towards the upside. Very weird price action, of course, after finishing 5 waves, seeing again here just a very simple triangle as correction, and then higher prices. So as I mentioned before, of course, someone asked me, okay, why you didn't mention directly that the ending diagonal here? Because what we saw here, right, it's unexplained, and we need to see probably a correction still. However, look what we are looking now at this correction here. So I can consider basically, we can consider this like kind of still a corrective wave. It can be a W, X, and a Y. Your wave Y has finished in a triangle. There is no other explanation, guys, because of course we are looking now very possibly to higher prices since we are definitely looking for a correction here, which did not went deeper already. So of course then after a trend towards the upside, you see a correction, then of course you want to expect higher prices again. So these are the price update for Bitcoin. I don't know if this is gonna it's gonna blow today, or it's still gonna make a wave E and then move towards the upside. Now, of course, if we break this trend towards the downside, of course, if we break it here, taken from there, of course, then you can start to think that something else might be forming. Of course, you don't want to hit this price taken from this small E here, where of course once we touch it, it might be an invalidation for your triangle. By all means, you might be corrective, but towards the downside. However, we need some price action here. This is a very, very choppy. We need to see much more clearer price action. But basically, definitely this kind of an A, B, possibly this zigzag is your C, and then D, and still looking for a wave E. Now, if this wave E, as I said, dive and deeper and hit the wave D here or C, therefore, of course, it might be invalidated. So what we want to look for is, of course, continuation towards the upside after this. So this is for a Bitcoin on the 15-minute chart. Of course, it's very choppy, guys. It's very challengeful, of course, to analyze the price in the top here. However, what we can say on the 4-hour chart, we have hit our first target for a diagonal wave 1, right? And in that case scenario, of course, you want to seek for continuation towards the upside, and of course to break the other level. Now, if you remember in the deep analysis, we already said that this is a very, very strong area and very, very choppy area it's gonna be, because we have several targets and several reversal possibilities. It can be from here, it can be from there, or from the expanding flat, or even from the last scenario or to the last target for your diagonal. By all means, your diagonal here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, can reach 74,480, and we can still range inside this level or this wave 5 much longer time, of course, and until we reach this level. And of course, breaking this level, then finally we find some relief for Bitcoin, and we know from there that we are in a big wave 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, of course. Therefore, you have to keep it in mind, guys, that those fib levels here, those prices that you see now, they are the most hard things that you might see. So it's like, yeah, it's like a pain in the ass. Okay, so it's gonna be like this for a lot of time, and we will not see a relief for Bitcoin, like really uptrends, like very secured uptrend, before we pass the 74,400, of course, which is, by the way, an all-time high, of course. But imagine that this all-time high will just end up in a wave 5. Okay, it can be. It's a scenario that it can be. It can, of course. I mean, yeah, this is the psychology of the market, right? Like just reaching a new all-time high, a little bit higher, and then reverse toward the downside. You know, the psychology of the market, 100K, it's gonna explode, it's gonna be massive, it's gonna, yeah, to the moon and everything, right? So, of course, I always mention here the 100K with the moon, right? But I'm not a moon boy, guys. I'm not always blind. I always try to follow the price and the signals during even a bullish trend, so that it might be reversal. So one more thing to add to this price action is, in case we are in a wave 5, you want to see actually in a wave 5 a zigzag, because potentially we have also probably here a zigzag and then zigzag down, also one up, one down. So possibly that you also might look for a big zigzag towards the upside. Therefore, if you are a zigzag here, because we already have a finished impulse as well, it is very possible that we get a retracement here and get a zigzag towards the upside. Of course, this is in the scenario where you want to seek to hit the 1-to-1 fib level. In another scenario, if you of course continue towards the upside, then this was your triple 1-2 scenario, if you remember that I gave it to you today in the daily analysis, where you are looking for a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5 towards the upside, hitting your wave 3 target. So that's it for Bitcoin. Of course, we are, by the way, in a very strong resistance, and we might see, of course, a drop down. However, of course, on the 15-minute chart, it shows us a possible triangle formation. In this triangle formation, you want, of course, to move towards the upside once you finish this wave E. And I doubt a little bit that we're gonna move, of course, very strong. We might move a little bit, getting here a new high, right? Once you get a new high here, then possibly you can finish nicely this A, B, and a C as a flat, and it can be considered as a correction after having already your 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So of course it's a structure change here. Of course it's going to be a structural change as usual, but what we can do is always to follow up, of course, and reanalyze, because of course the market tends to change its structure, tends to trick us, sometimes tends to create some traps, right? So this is our duty, of course, to always analyze, because of course you don't want to enter in the wall at the end. Of course, we're not just looking to one number towards the upside and that's it, right? You always want to know where the danger zone is. So here we go. That was it for Bitcoin price updates. I hope that you like it. And if you did, please press the like button. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye.